Where the skyline of Manhattan is our backdrop, we are across the East River in the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. It is Week 16 of the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Steamers of Brooklyn. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His team 5 wins over their last 7 games. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys know a home playoff game is in their future. They have clinched the division and look to be a real force in the AFC. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
When you look at this defense, they're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
A gain of 13 yards.
And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is taken around the 12. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And that will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much. I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number one, including himself.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw, Penix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the... Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
He's across midfield.
A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. He was creeping up toward 200 yards. Thought he was going to get there. Didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
And looking to throw, Penix. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Gain of a yard.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To the air, Penix. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
At the 7-yard line.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there, as that one was knocked away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Penix. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Steamers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And his stellar campaign continues. That now his 20th rushing touchdown on the year, a number that very few running backs have ever reached in a single NFL season. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And back to the 30. It'll be 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense because you know those big guys up front are doing work. But now, the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him out of the end zone in this one.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Good for a 1st down. A gain of 14.
Here we go.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Now a handoff up the middle. Mayo. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Let's go now.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st down.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
The line of scrimmage.
Bronco switch. Bronco. Unlock line. Unlock line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Smash, smash. Let's go.
the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are an extra point away from drawing level. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Steelers offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week, they're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Now a 2nd and 6.
At the 44-yard line.
Now Penix. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
For a Brooklyn first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a handoff running through the middle. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd down and 4. They'll throw with Penix. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Sanders able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Here we go. Mustang, half the 60, half the 60.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Delay of game, offense.
Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out when they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's caught. Emeka Buka. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's taken down. They like going to him in the slot and catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
McDonald makes the catch. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 37 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The home team's offense and Michael Penix set to take over once more.
And as you can see there, not only is he looking to secure a passing title, but he's also closing in on a 5,000-yard campaign. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cowboy 8.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Second down and a yard.
Alert! Go! 18 Cardinals. Ready.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Hawk 70.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
19, Chuck, go!
From the gun, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Ready? Panther 60.
Now back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steamers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14.
Buccaneers, 14.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So halftime straight ahead, and that means we go to Scott Hansen. It is our EA Sports halftime report. Scott, take it away.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Final 3 weeks of the regular season. The regular season witching hour, when playoff teams become also-rans and also-rans become playoff teams. Let's dive in. Our look around the NFL starts now. It begins at Gillette Stadium, the Patriots at home to take on the Denver Broncos. And this is the Patriots running back. He's going to take this one in 11 yards on the touchdown run. From there, it's up to Minneapolis. Let's look in on the Vikings as they play host to the Chicago Bears. And it's J.J. McCarthy hooking up with his wide receiver, Jordan Addison. Beautiful throw to the back of the end zone. It's a touchdown. This one's gone to halftime.
Field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number? Let's say.
And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 41. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Let's go now. Hey,
here's 2nd and 8. That went out wide and intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
A play fake. Now Penix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Hey, shut up. No, 70 Timberwolves.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
60 Bobcat. Here we go, set.
Penix working out of the gun here. Man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this down to the 10.
10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
First down and 10 yards to go.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bucs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
A gain of 6. And a first down.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Little pitch and catch caught by McDonald. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Buccaneers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Second down and 3.
Bronco switch. Here we go. Shaq. 60 Eagle. Go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
They'll go play action here with Penix.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
79 Bronco.
From the shotgun, it's Penix.
And he fires one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And looking to throw, Penix.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a 1st down as well.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here's Penix. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now. Just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Looking to throw, Penix. Now they go screen, it's complete.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Steamers are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
Point after here coming up. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays.
Buccaneers, 21.
The
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And that will be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And here now the offense heading back out there. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
They'll throw with Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
3rd down and 12 yards to go.
18 Cardinal.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. He's going to let this one go deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And this was something we were watching coming in. That last reception, folks, going to put him at an even 100 now on the campaign.
Okay, ready?
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
18, ready. Hawk 70, Hawk.
To the air, Penix. This is caught. Touchdown! What a great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steamers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Here's 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some points they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
No gain, and it's second down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Let's go.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got room at the 30. And finally marked down at the 23.
That's another Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Here's 2nd and 3.
Abuka. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Back to throw again. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team.
Illegal touching. Offense.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a second down and 9. Now Penix. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Oh, look at the juke. Again with a juke. And the Bucs are right back in this football game. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. It's them with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's another Buccaneers.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
First down, Buccaneers.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's first and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Here's first and 10.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Brings up second and 7. At the 20.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Ibuka. But this crowd into it now. Third and 2.
It's a gain of
now
5.
The defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the crowd a major factor now. Here's third down. Back to throw here. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Brooklyn, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.